think about men who are financially stable, right?
Okay.
What do you think about them? Some of them who think I'm going to pretend like I don't have as much, just so I can test, how this person is feeling about me. What do you think about that? Do you think maybe because of the way that the dating pool is looking now, everybody's after money? Do you think that they are justified in that?
Yes. Very, very,
Wow.
very, very. There was this couple. There
Wow.
was this couple that
I'm
got
not,
married.
I'm so shocked by the way he
The
just said
man,
wow.
the man,
Yes.
the man got married to this 20-year-old lady. He was 40 at the time. He's a billionaire. He took her to Dominican Republic
I
for
have
their
something to say about that
honeymoon.
because
And
why did he choose to date a 20-year-old person?
I'm gonna answer that question after this. He married a 20-year-old girl at the age of 40, and he took her to Dominican Republic for their honeymoon. Yeah, and that's the only country, according to the findings,
I think I know
that
the
that's the only
story.
country where one party is allowed to divorce
To
the
divorce
other
the other without the
without her
other's
knowledge.
knowledge.
So
Yeah.
he divorced her there during their honeymoon, and then they went back to their country and continued their life. 20 years later, she filed for divorce after marrying, after giving birth to kids, because she wanted his money. He's a billionaire.
But that's 20
Only
years of her life though.
Yeah, only for her lawyer to find out that he
He
had
already
already
divorced her a
divorced
long
her
time ago.
20 years ago. Now, what am I saying? You never can tell what a person's true intention is. She probably wanted his money, but she waited 20 years. She waited for 20
That's
years.
still 20 years of her life, but okay.
Some
I
people
get your
are ready
point.
to sacrifice anything. Like
I
to
get your
bring
point.
down, some people don't mind burning down the whole village just to prove a point. Like they live there, their house is there, but they'll burn it down just to prove a point. So it's 20 years of her life. She probably was ready to sacrifice it. She was probably ready to. People do a lot of things. People do crazy things for money. People are ready to do. There's somebody now in this Abuja that you
I'm
can
I'm
ask
I'm
him.
holding myself so I don't
You can ask
say
the person
anything.
that if I'm
But
to lock you up for 20 years and give you $20 billion, for example, at the end of your term in prison, will you take it? They will gladly accept it. Why do you think people are selling their kidney for money? Why do you think so? People will do crazy things for money. So when I read the story, the lady just pretended for 20 years, which it's very
you can't
difficult.
call it pretense. You know why you can't call it pretense? Because that's 20 years of her life. And right,
Yes.
the way the story is coming out is making it seem like she didn't love him or she had planned from the very beginning. She probably didn't. Something
Can't
probably happened.
can't tell. There's a
20
man.
years is such a long time. Anything could have happened.
Have you seen Haves and Have Nots? The man married the woman because of her money. They had kids. It's not just a one-sided thing. It's
No,
not
no, no, no,
women.
no. Of course, of course,
Men
of
marry
course.
women because of their money. Women marry men because of their money. But the conversation we're having is, how do you keep the money aside and find out if the person truly loves you, right? It's a very logical thing to do, to keep your money aside to find out if the person loves you. Really, it's a very, very logical thing to do, because in
Maybe,
society we find
maybe
ourselves.
I am against pretending, but I'm for. I'm going to be upfront with you about this thing.
Okay.
I'm not going to buy you shit. I probably am not going to spend more than I should be able to spend, right? Because we're in a relationship. Maybe I'm for that, rather than pretending that. If I found out that I've been complaining that I don't, I'm again, I won't ask you for your money because I work, right? But there are certain things that partners should be able to do for each other. It's not a one-sided situation. So if my partner finds out one day that, oh, this thing I've been crying about, Mara has had it all along, and it's very wrong, right? So I would say, rather than pretending to me that you're broke, if you find that I'm a bad person in that I am after your money, please break up with me or don't date me. Because if I do find out that you were pretending when you had money, I'll still break up with you. Because I feel like there's a level of trust that people who actually say they are dating each other should have. And that's why I asked you from the initial beginning, how long do you think you can know a person before you can date them? And 3 weeks is not short for some people,
3 weeks
right?
is fine.
It's fine for a lot of people.
You've been asking all the
But-
questions, but I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you think your money is your money and his money is his money, or your money is you guys' money and his money is you guys' money?
In relationship or marriage,
Relationship.
I think that my money is my money, his money is his money.
In
He
marriage-
can decide to do whatever he wants to
In
do.
marriage,
In marriage, I expect you to carry responsibility, and there are also responsibilities that I can carry as well. I believe in, I am marrying my partner. I'm not marrying somebody to lord over me. And it's the same thing I say when I mean when I say that. In this time, part of what men think they are doing for women as a favor in marriages is financial responsibility or financial security. And sometimes I think if you take out that money you think you're providing, what else are you bringing to the table? Genuinely, if you take out money that the man is providing in marriages, what other thing do they provide? Nothing. Most of them are
They
absent
provide
fathers.
they
Most
provide a
of
lot of
them,
things.
no, hold on, right? Most of them are absent fathers. Most of them are not even companion enough. Most of them just feel, I did you a favor by marrying you because maybe you were broke and they brought you from somewhere. So my partner's money is his money. My money is my money. But we are going to have an account where, oh, this is what we are handling, and this is how much of my money should be going here. This is how much of your money should be coming here. If you decide from the goodness of your heart that, oh, I want to do this outside of the joint account, that's fine. But every family has a responsibility. So if I am bringing money, you are bringing money, whatever that percentage is to be agreed by you and your partner. If you have decided, oh, my husband should bring his money or his money, okay, are you also ready to take all the other responsibility out of? Because me, I'm not. I've had a lawyer send me a message on TikTok, said that, oh, I want to marry you. You seem like a very sensible person. You seem like you are very logical. And so I will take care of all your financial responsibility and you take care of the home. Anytime that I want to have sex, just be ready. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. That's not the kind of life that I want for myself. There's somebody coming to ask me, I did a video the other day about polygamy and why some women might be choosing to stay in polygamous home. Somebody asked me, if a man were to give me 5 billion naira now and to say, oh, I already have one wife, or if I'm marrying you first, I'm going to have 2 more wives after you, would you agree? And I said no. And the reason is because, first of all, I think that's me already telling God, all these talents I have, I'm insulting you that you won't bless me. I'm a writer, I'm a content creator, I'm a podcaster. So that's me already saying, God, I don't believe that I'll ever make it on my own. Then secondly, I feel like life is already too short for me to start dealing with the messiness that comes with polygamous homes. I'm going to have children. I'm going to raise my children with this man and his other wives and their children. I would rather remain unmarried than be in a polygamous home, no matter the amount of money. Because even if, no matter the money that's involved, some people tell you, I can live in one country. The other wife will live in the other country. People's mindset changes over time. And a time would come, as this man is aging, he will start to think, I want all my family and all my children under one roof. What are you going to do then? Is that the point you now ask for divorce? They will not say, oh, after all, you married him because of his money. Do you understand what I mean? So I feel like the circle always goes around. It goes around if you have a standard for your life. Money or no money. But if you now say you're pretending to me because you think I'm going to come after your money, you don't know me enough. And if you lied to me and I find out eventually, it also means you don't trust me. So if you don't trust me, why the hell are we in a relationship together? Do you see my point? So I don't fault anybody who wants to decide to pretend, but I am saying you need to know me enough for you to say, I want to date you. I've been in, is it pre-relationship or dating, talking stage? Yeah, that's what it's called. I've been in talking stage for a year. Because if something you do makes me ask questions, I always see relationship as the other person being a reflection of you. If you're a mumu person, you go outside, they insult you. I feel like they're insulting me too. If I am a mumu person and you go outside, anybody looking at me and saying, that girl is very materialistic, that guy have bad attitude, I feel like it's a reflection of you too, because you chose to be with this mad person. No, it's the fact, right? True. So I always feel, like you said, I know they disagree. A lot of women out there, and even men, want somebody who is already made because it makes it easier. With these things I'm doing now, if I had somebody who have money, he probably will say, why are you using phone to record? Let me buy you a camera. If you are with a woman who has money, your 3D thingy can say, oh, don't worry. It might not be that you're even asking this person. But like you said, money is that thing that makes life very easy and very comfortable for everybody.
It makes it easy.
It makes it just easy. right? So I do agree, but again, me, I always feel know the person you're dating first before jumping into an actual relationship. So I want to hear your last words, advice for men and women out there, or just men, if you will. How can we navigate the dating pool in this present age in 2024? How can we navigate man and woman relationship in that this person, I want to know that this person is not after me because of what I can offer them, but because of how they feel about me or how I make them feel. Love is a two-way thing.
It's almost impossible. It's hard
Okay.
for you to detect if somebody loves you genuinely
Okay.
or the person is just playing with you.
Mm.
I have been watching some of Steve Harvey's show.
Okay.
Sometimes he shares some wisdom about
Yeah.
how you get to know if a person is real,
Genuine. Yeah.
if they're real with you. So I would suggest that you guys should also watch shows like that. You probably get one or two tips or one or two ideas so that you know what to look out for. But I'll say this, yeah, there's a lot of red flags.
Right. That you can look out
But
for.
unfortunately, some people's favorite color is red. So they just love red.
And they know.
They know.
They're seeing it.
They know it will not work, but they want to do it. So how do you advise people like that? It's hard.
Right.
It's hard.
Right.
Another thing I would say before I go, prayer is also very important. You pray.
Very.
Yeah, you pray about the
Very.
person. You pray to meet someone who is intentional.
Mm-hmm.
That word intentional, I don't joke with it. My previous relationship, I made sure I asked the person. You have to be intentional. And this word intentional is very, very deep. When I mean intentional, it means that you know that you're going to meet a good looking person. You're going to meet somebody who has more money, somebody who has more time,
Right.
who is more affectionate. You're
Right.
going to meet, but you just choose to stay with this person. We love who we love. We love who we love, irrespective of. Just choose the person. This is your person. It's more of decision than emotions, because there are days they will piss you off. There are days they will do things you're not comfortable with. So what do you do that day? Are you going to stop loving them?
Right.
So love is more of a decision. You just choose that, okay, this is who I have choose to lead me, or this is who I have choose to follow, and then you follow the person and then back it up with prayer. So I think that's all I have to say about choosing the right person or finding out if the person truly loves you for who you are, because it's hard. Like I said, almost impossible for somebody to love you for who you are.
Right.
Who calls you? So
Who you?
You need to have
Me.
Mara, you make jokes all the time. So you can't really tell a person's true intention. That's why I said back it up with prayers.
Right.
When you back it up with prayers, hope and pray that God will help you, because it's hard. It's hard. I've seen relationships of 10 years just go down the drain. You find out that the person is this.
One person is either lying to the other or they've just been pretending.
That's why that word intentional.
Yeah.
You have to be intentional. Being intentional also means that a man will come and ask you out on a date, but you tell him, I'm sorry, politely, I have a partner and I cannot.
I'm not
cheat on
even
the partner.
ready right now. Right?
But you may feel like you're not cheating by going on a date with the person, but that's how it starts. When you start hiding text messages, you have started cheating. Before you know, an erosion starts with a
A
leak.
vacuum has already.
Just a small leak. That's what leads to an erosion. So the moment you start hiding those text messages, the moment you start going on you're hiding to go on a date with
Or you
another
start
person.
thinking, oh, but this thing is not wrong now.
It's not wrong now. It's just a harmless date.
It's wrong.
You are going that way. You will not know. By the time your eyes will now open, you'll be like, how did this even start?
How did we get here?
How did we get here? If you got there by that day, you started hiding text message from your. Why would you even password your phone around your spouse? Why? You feel you don't trust the person enough, or you're hiding something. So that's all we have.
Conversation for another day.
That's all we have for today.
Yes. Thank you so much, Razak, for coming on the show. I'm so grateful for your insights.
You're welcome.
At least now we know you have plenty of intellect to share.
She called me Olodo at the beginning, but no problem.
We forgot to mention during the introduction that he also has a YouTube channel. I'm going to link it on the screen and in the description. You guys can go and subscribe on his channel as well. Thank you so much for watching the show. Please like, please comment. If you have anything to add to anything we've said,
and comment.
Please tell us in the comment section. I'm sure he will be there to answer some of them. Yeah.
If I have said something that is not right, please correct me. And if she has said something that is not right, correct her as well.
Exactly.
Thank you
so
for
much.
your time. Thank you for watching.
I'll see you in the next video.
See you in the next section.
Bye-bye.